Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. Today is still Tuesday. It is the 29th of March. Can't believe we're almost to April already. Freaking time is going by very, very fast. It is 2022, and so here we are. Just to let you guys know too, my house property here went on the market yesterday. So we are officially up for sale, and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that it sells quickly. If it doesn't, it's gonna, it'll do what it's gonna do. We're gonna continue to do what we need to do. I'll be going back and forth from West Virginia, working on things down there, trying to get things set up as much as I possibly can before we sell. Before it sells, I should say. I believe it'll sell. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. And then, but there is a lot of work to do in West Virginia. I was talking to my cousin yesterday, and he's like, man, he goes, you got a lot of work ahead of you. And I said, dude, I know it. I absolutely know it. But it will come together. It's weird. I know it will, so I don't worry about those type of things, if that makes any sense. There's no sense stressing over what you can't control, so we'll just continue to work methodically on things, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, so let's get into the topic of this video. Prepping is no longer a dirty word. So let's go back, let's do a little history, right? In some things that are put out there, it's still kind of like a taboo thing, and you'll see the different things that are posted with that. But when you had, back in the day, you had doomsday preppers, and if anybody watching this channel has ever watched an episode of Doomsday Preppers, they would do it to make the doomsday preppers look like fools. All right, so what they would do is they would get these people on there, and just to show you how manipulative the system is with that, they would say, okay, we want you to pick one reason why you're prepping. And if you say, well, we prep for whatever, if you said that type of thing, well, they don't want to hear that. They want you to pick one reason, so they can focus on the show of why, so they can dismantle your one reason is like that you're crazy, that you're doing that, and those type of things. So they would make you look foolish that way. I remember one episode, I am prepping for a Yellowstone event, right? So the person was explaining, showing all their preps, and then they would, in my opinion, vastly underrepresent how prepared some of these people were. They would show what their weaknesses were on a scale of 1 to 100, how ready they were. And then they would say, well, the chances of a Yellowstone event happening in our lifetime is blah, 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 blah. And they would basically dismiss your concerns over that type of thing. Now, will Yellowstone go off again? Absolutely. Will it go off in our lifetime? I have no idea. None whatsoever. But it is something that it is a possibility. If it does go off in our lifetime, that is a extinction level event for mankind. If you look at the history, when Toba went off, which was the last major supervolcano that went off, the world population went all the way down to about 10,000 people. So that's pretty much when you have, a whole planet full of people, and then an event like that happens, and you have a reduction in the population that much. That's oh my God, I'm trying to think. I know the word and it's in my head, but I can't think of cataclysmic. I know I'm saying that wrong. Event. So it's a huge event that is a possibility that can happen. But again, it doesn't dismiss that you shouldn't have that in your thought process when you're prepping. Now, you have shows now like Homestead Rescue. So you have people that are trying to live off grid. They're working on their properties. So you have this new group that comes in, and it helps homesteaders, and they invest in setting up their water or their greenhouses or their chickens, and or their solar systems and all those type of things, and they help these folks. Now, of course, they do a lot of sensationalism because that's good TV. Oh my God, this is so dangerous, and oh la la la. Those things happen all the time. I mean, that's just part of selling the product, if you will. So they make everything look like it's so dramatic, and oh my God, what happened here? This type of thing. But I think that is a good show, because it's showing, first of all, how difficult it really is to live off grid. A lot of people have no concept of it, no idea. They go into it with rose-colored glasses on, and then when they realize how difficult it is, a majority, probably better than half of the people that start off grid, within inside of a year are back living on the grid, because they realize, holy crap, it's really difficult to do this, lifestyle. You better have a strong constitution. You better be ready to roll with the punches and all those type of things, with trying to be prepared for those type of situations. So just something, thought process sharing with you guys. So anyway, so also it's like people are starting to wake up more to the realization of how fragile our system really truly is. When you're having rolling blackouts, when you are having natural disaster after natural disaster after natural disaster happening, and so people go, man, we should probably be doing something to prepare. And so you're seeing a lot more people, and I call it, like a great awakening. You're seeing a lot of people waking up to the fact that, this is a very fragile system, and that it is, precarious, and that things can happen, and it's just prudent, and it's just smart, and it's not crazy, and it's not being a lunatic, and it's not being a hoarder, to be prepared for whatever may happen. So those are good things from that perspective. And so I think you're seeing, like I said, a lot more people waking up and realizing, you know what, I should probably do something. And now, don't get me wrong, a majority of the people are still sound asleep at the switch, not a clue on what's going on. As long as they have their distractions, as long as they're being told what is happening on television, they're going to continue to believe whatever they're told. But more and more and more, you are seeing people go, hey, wait a minute. Something's not right here. Maybe we should do something about this. Maybe we should be prepared for whatever inevitability may happen. And again, giving yourself that advantage when it comes to prepping, I just think it's just the smartest thing you could possibly do. When the reality is 93% of the people in this country, and I'm just going with the United States, are not prepared for a 2-week disaster, how bad do you think things are going to be if we have a major disaster that's going to last for a while? It's going to get real ugly really, really quickly. And those that have prepared are going to be at a greater advantage. My thing is, and this is what I always try to tell people, what I'm always looking for, I'm looking for that edge. That's it, I'm looking for an edge. What's going to give me a better chance to get through any kind of an event, be it a natural disaster, a man-made disaster, or whatever type of thing would be happening? What's going to give me an edge and help me and my family and the people that I care about in my group to survive, and not just survive but thrive? So, that's where my thought process is. And I don't understand why more people don't have that thought process, but I think, like I said, a lot of people just don't realize how precarious things really truly are. But more and more people are waking up to it. We all have our awakening moments, folks. Mine was back in 2005 when Hurricane Katrina happened. And I saw the government's response to that disaster, and how the people suffered, and what happened with everybody down there. And I remember at that point, the twins were 4, Josh was 6. Hey, kiddo. The twins were 4, Josh was 6. I had a stay-at-home wife at the time. And I remember thinking to myself, we can't rely on the government to take care of us. we better be ready to take care of ourselves. So it's not like preppers are all gloom and doom. They're not all gloom and doom. We're not waiting for the end of the world to happen. We're not sitting and hiding and living in fear and waiting for the end of the world to happen. That's not it at all. We continue to live our lives. We continue to do what we want to do, but we also prepare for the inevitability that something will happen. You know, an SHTF event doesn't necessarily have to be the end of the world as we know it. It could be a loss of job, sickness, death in the family. Your main breadwinner dies. What are you going to do then? Have you prepared for that? Do you have life insurance? Do you have, those things taken care of and those things squared away? So that's something to think about as well. And the thought process of it is, overall preparing for whatever may happen is just a very, very smart thing to do. Oh, I see that bags. God, I'm just looking at like, okay. So anyway, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Do you see more and more people waking up, or do you still see, well, the majority are never going to wake up. That's the reality. As long as they have their drugs, their alcohol, their cigarettes, their TV, their sporting events, and things, concerts to go to and doing all those things, they're going to continue to be distracted, and they're going to do nothing. They're not going to prepare one iota. But, if you love your family, if you love your children, you care about your wife or your husband, and even if they're not into prepping, you do it anyway, because you're doing it down the road to make sure everybody is good to go. So just something to think about, something to share. So real quickly, guys, I want to mention my website again, preppernurse1.com. We have the Prepper Nurse One community there, which is a resource that we have set up for you guys to be able to connect with like-minded people. Also, it is free to join, but you do have to register, but no credit card information is asked. Once you're in, check out the message boards. Also, check out the people in your state or your country. All right, so definitely check that out. Secondly, on my website, preppernurse1.com, we have the Forefathers. So if you go there and you see the Forefathers logo, if you click on that, it will take you to their website. They are a CBD and hemp store. So CBD products are a great thing to have. They help with a lot of different ailments, and it's a good thing to have. Definitely take advantage of that. Again, it is, you can save yourself 15% when you're over there by using the discount code PrepperNurse1. So if you make a purchase, when you check out, make sure you use my discount code. You'll save 15% on your purchase over there. Last but not least, we have the Legacy freeze-dried food. So go to my website, preppernurse1.com. You click on store. It will drop down. You will see Legacy Foods. You click on that. It will take you to the store within the website. What we have available is there. Definitely take advantage of that. And, 25-year shelf life, GMO-free. Largest portion size of any other freeze-dried food companies. It's also made in the United States. It is vegetarian, but there are beef and chicken options that can be purchased separately. There's also gluten options for people that need that as well. So definitely take advantage of that, all right? I hope everybody's having a good day, guys. I hope you're continuing to prep. I hope you're continuing to get ready. Just do what you can. Take care of your families. Think of them first. I think that's the most important thing. Remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really, really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. I'm going to give you an example of that really quickly. I was talking to one of my subscribers, and I spoke with him and I spoke with his mother, and really nice people. He goes, man, I'm like so happy I got a chance to talk to you. This is awesome. Had a really great conversation. This was on a Saturday. On Tuesday, his mom called me back, and she said that her son had passed away on the Sunday. So he was 52 years old. So, just like that, it can happen. She said he went to sleep. She said, I checked on him. He looked like he was doing okay. And then all of a sudden, she said, I went and checked on him again later and he had passed. It can happen that quickly. So it's really, really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, guys, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Please be safe. I will see you guys all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.